Imagine there was a ship sailing down a river and slowly pieces break off the ship, and then the guy throws the pieces off the boat and then picks new pieces up off the shore and then puts his ship back together as he's kind of floating, right? And he gets to the end of the river and he's changed out every single part. Is that still the same ship? If things get better, do you think the refugees will return to Venezuela? But it seems like the government's just giving them free housing and healthcare and education and stuff that Canadians don't even get. Like, is that true, first of all? Is that true? Do immigrants get more?
It's true.
It's kind of abusing our system at some point. Like, don't you think, if we just let everybody come in?
I mean, yes.
Do you think it should be a requirement then for people to integrate to Canadian culture when they come here?
100%, yeah.
When I came here 20 years ago, you'd never see anybody wearing a burqa at the beach. So that guy shut the conversation down. I basically told her to stop talking to me, which I think is kind of rude, because if I told my wife that, you guys hear about that park that was trashed in Edmonton or in Calgary? I was reading the comments, they're saying stuff like, if you import the third world, then you're gonna get the third world. Like, what do you say to that? Do you think 5 years is a long enough wait to become a citizen?
5 to 7 years. I took 5 years. I'm a Canadian citizen. I took 5 to...
Yeah.
In the 6th year, I got the citizenship.
If you come to Canada,
Yeah.
change your life.
Change your life.
For the life in the back, forget it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here, different.
I actually want to separate from Canada and I want Alberta to become its own country.
Me too.
You do too.
Me too. I go already for sign.
Yeah.
Me and my wife already. I did.
Hey, well, God bless you for that.
Anybody like Canadian, real Canadian, they do anything, say any words, saying what they think,
Yeah.
they get in jail or the police talk to them. But any other immigrant,
Yeah.
okay, and they came here, they say whatever they want,
Go play.
and they do whatever they want, and nobody tell them not to do that. If you want to change it to copy that countries
Another
you
side.
came from,
Yeah.
you should go back.
I'm glad you're saying it, because the honest to God truth, if I say that, it's a hate crime.
Alberta should be independent from...
You do? You think so? Really? Wow. So you support independence. So you can vote, you're a Canadian.
Yeah, I can vote.
Yeah.
The people who are responsible about immigration, they are from them.
Yeah.
Okay, and they want to bring the people who's like them. All the Christian in Iraq,
Yeah.
refuse.
Really?
Yeah.
All other religion accepted.
What if we were to add another 1 million Indian immigrants? What do you think would happen to our culture? They would just all become Canadians and our rivers would be clean and, you know...
Yeah, you see how... Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
Because at the end, when we come here, we leave our back home, right? Like
Yeah.
bad habits.
You know the history of India, right? When the British Empire left, the Muslims and the Hindus just tore each other apart, you know, as they kind of separated into Pakistan and India. Like, do you think that those people are going to bring their conflicts over here? Because that's a fear that a lot of people are telling me they have.
Go fight back in India. Why are you fighting here?
Yeah, exactly. Go back. If you want to fight for stuff, go over there. Imagine if I went over to Varanasi and I was flying my flag and I'm like yelling at all the people passing by, "Free Alberta!" Like, that's kind of a dumb thing to do. Why are so many people doing that over here in Canada? Hey guys, I'm John. Welcome back to my channel. I am here in Sylvan Lake with my big blue, beautiful Alberta flag, showing my support for Alberta independence. And I want to walk around the strip, walk around the beach. There's lots of people here today. And I want to ask them, what makes them proud to be Canadian? Because back when I considered myself a Canadian, I used to be proud of our values. I used to think, what does it mean to be Canadian? We were a tolerant society. That was one thing I was thinking about this morning. The country was a place where you could have a Muslim and a Hindu and a Jew and a Christian and a Sikh and an atheist, and they could all live on the same block and they could all get along and work together. And, you know, I think we did a good job with that. And I want to see if it's still like that, actually. Part of the reason why I come out here and make videos is because I get myself out of my social media bubble. Because I think if you just stay on X or on social media, then you only hear what the algorithm's feeding you. And so this is my way of breaking out of it because I want to challenge my biases. I want to be proven wrong about stuff. Hey, how's it going today?
Thanks, how are you?
Hey, good. Welcome to Sylvan Lake. What do you guys think?
Oh, good, busy.
Yeah? Yeah, good day at the beach.
Yeah,
Oh
you
yeah,
betcha.
for sure.
Hey, what makes you proud to be Canadian?
And not our government.
Not the government. Hey, have a great day. Enjoy it. I thought about this question, what makes you proud to be Canadian? Because it's kind of an easy question to answer. Should be at least, right? Hey, how's it going?
Bad, you?
What makes you proud of Canada?
What makes me proud of Canada?
Yeah, what makes you proud of Canada?
All of this.
All of this? It's a beautiful park, isn't it? Yeah, it's a beautiful country. What, is that it? This is a beautiful place?
I'm proud to be a Canadian.
Are you? I've lost my faith in Canada. I support independence.
For you.
Yeah. I feel like this country is going downhill quickly. But
That's everywhere.
yeah, everywhere?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's not only here,
No?
everywhere.
Everywhere?
Yeah. Me,
But-
I'm happy being a Canadian,
Yeah.
and I don't think to change it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what does it mean to be Canadian though? I don't know. I don't even know what are our values.
What do you think?
Well, I used to think that Canada was a tolerant society. I think that we used to be accepting of different people. And I feel like that's starting to change rapidly now.
I don't want to be on this.
That's okay. Okay.
Right.
Hey, you said you're Canadian? Hey, mind if I ask you where you came from before that? What's
I
your
came
accent?
From Africa.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why did you come to Canada?
Why not?
Well, why not?
Everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, these
Yeah.
days you choose where to live,
Yeah.
and you feel happy.
Yeah.
That's where you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I'm here.
So just anybody who wants to come here should be able to come here?
I don't want to be here. Thank you. I'm done. Just.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, have a great day.
You
Thank you
too.
so much.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a beautiful place. I agree. Canada is a beautiful place. I don't think that anybody should just be able to come here just because they want to. We need to have a controlled system. Hey, how's it going today? I think we need to have a controlled system where, it's based off of merit and our needs. And I believe that every culture has the right to protect itself. And every country has the right to protect its borders and the people. Their loyalty should first lie with them. And I feel like Canada has opened the borders wide open and things are changing rapidly. Hey, how's it going today? Hey, how's it going? Are you guys proud to be Canadian?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Let me kiss the flag.
Yeah. This is an Alberta flag. Hey, thank you so much.
Welcome.
Yeah, have a good day. People are in good spirits here. I think that we used to do a really good job with it, and I know lots of immigrants who came here and integrated, but I feel like we have the right to preserve our culture, and I am worried that it's happening so fast that things are changing, but maybe I'm wrong, and so I'll come here and talk. Hey, how's it going? Do you guys love Canada? Yeah? You guys love Canada? Yeah? Hey, do you love Canada?
Say, brother.
Hey, do you love Canada?
I love Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, what do you love about it?
Everything, people.
Oh, everything, the people, like,
What's that for?
what's that?
What's that for?
Oh, I make YouTube videos.
Oh, really?
So I'm interviewing people about, what they love about Canada. And obviously I support independence from Canada. So I want to separate from Canada.
Oh, you want to separate from Canada?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I feel like it's changing so rapidly that I don't recognize what Canada used to be. I don't recognize what it is anymore.
I've only been here 10 years, man. So
10 years?
I know they want to tell you
Yeah.
it's different or not.
Yeah.
No.
Where did you come from, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm from Venezuela.
Venezuela. Mi esposa está de Venezuela también. Entonces puedo hablar español.
Oh, nice.
¿De dónde eres? ¿De Venezuela?
Colombia.
Colombia. Me encanta Colombia.
Beauty.
Very beautiful. Muy lindo. Entonces, me gusta hablar español contigo, pero mi canal es de inglés. ¿Cuántos años vives aquí?
10.
10 tú, y eso es su familia. Yeah? Yeah. How did you get here?
Wayne?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You flew over in a plane?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think about the government in Venezuela right now? Changing over? You think things are going to get better there?
Hopefully in a couple of years. Get
Yeah.
Better, yeah.
Yeah.
I can go back.
Yeah. If things get better, do you think the refugees will return to Venezuela?
100%, yeah.
Yeah. I really hope so, because I mean, like, I married a Venezuelan, and we send money back to Venezuela. My heart breaks for the earthquake that happened there. Do you guys have family? ¿Tiene familia en Caracas?
Just me. I'm just the only one from Venezuela.
Oh, you're the only one? I thought they all speak Spanish.
I don't speak Spanish, but they're from Colombia.
Oh, Colombia.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He visitado Colombia. Yo conozco. ¿Qué ciudad?
¿Qué ciudad?
¿Qué ciudad? Barranquilla. Oh, yo conozco Barranquilla. Okay, well, welcome to Canada. Hey, I got a question. What would you think if a whole bunch of like a million Canadians moved to Venezuela or to Colombia and then started changing your culture there? What would you think?
That happened already.
Yeah,
That happened already 20 years ago.
yeah,
That bunch of people from Europe,
yeah,
Italians, Portuguese people.
yeah. What's that city called where they have like, it's all German? You know what I'm talking about?
The Colonia Tovar.
How do you say it?
Colonia Tovar.
Colonia Tovar.
Yeah.
Is it really all just German speaking people there?
90% of them, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
It's only they just grab that mountain
yeah.
with all the German style stuff.
So like in Venezuela, there's a town that's all just German speaking people, and okay. And like, what if it just kept spreading and spreading and spreading, and then the local people were like forced to change the language or something like that?
Well, like Canadians, they get offended by people that come in here. Venezuelan, they don't care.
Yeah.
We all share
Yeah.
our country because people help us too, so
Yeah.
we don't mind.
I'm not offended by people coming here. Like my wife is an immigrant. I just think we need to have a controlled system, and I feel like it opened up.
Too. I know this kind of like crazy going
Yeah.
on with the immigration stuff,
Yeah,
but that's not in our hand. What we can do, right? So
yeah, yeah. He visitado la
we want to change too, and we'll for a change because I think it's too much.
Yeah,
I came here 10 years ago, and
Yeah.
in 10 years the difference is
yeah, 10 years
it's a
too
lot.
much. You know, I'd like to just speak frankly with you, because I've visited Piedras Negras in Mexico, and I visited Nicoclí in Colombia, and I saw the boats of Venezuelan migrants, and I and I know how they cross through the jungle. And what do you think of that whole situation? Because there was like estimates of like 15 million, 20 million Venezuelans fled the country. Like,
Yeah, around that, like
yeah,
half the population Venezuela left.
yeah.
Probably.
And like a lot of them ended up in the United States, and a lot of them spread out all across South America.
We all
Right.
over the place, man.
Yeah. Like, I don't blame people for fleeing for their life. In fact, I would do that too, you know? But like if it ever came down to it, it's just it's kind of abusing our system at some point. Like, don't you think if we just let everybody come in?
I mean, yes, but you know that's with the government situation because you have to have a control to people to you let in.
Yeah.
If you let in people like this, like do anything good to the country,
Yeah.
that's really bad for the whole country, right? So
Yeah.
you just let everyone in. I think there have to be a control. So
Yeah.
yes, they worry. You see background, all that stuff. So
Yeah.
you can pick and choose. who
Right.
You let in.
Well, we used to do that. So you came like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Did you have to wait on a list, or how did you apply, or like did you have like a lot of money, or how did you? What's your story?
I applied here. And,
Yeah.
My whole family live here for like 4 years already. So
Oh, a long time.
yeah.
So you had a lot of family here.
Yeah.
And obviously your English is really good. So I don't know if he's learned it in 10 years or if you could speak it
I went to
before.
high school and everything. Yeah.
Yeah,
I did grade 10, 11, 12 here in Calgary.
yeah.
Kinda.
Do you think it should be a requirement then for people to integrate to Canadian culture when they come here?
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think the immigrants, they'll have to come here, change your guys' culture because
Yeah,
it's your country, right?
yeah,
And me personally, I like you guys' culture.
Yeah.
I don't change anything. I just stick to it.
Yeah.
Because it's not my country, right? You have to respect.
Well, surely you're a citizen right now, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So it is your country.
Oh, yeah. Now,
Right.
I'm not born and raised here, right? So
Yeah. Well, okay, but like in my mind, I don't differentiate. I'm like, if you're a Canadian, you're a Canadian. I just think it's really sacred for us to think carefully about who we let become Canadians. Because once we give that over, then essentially they have control over our future.
That's correct. That's correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's with the government side, man. They have
Yeah.
to figure out the situation here. I
Yeah.
think way too much people here that they don't even speak English.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's pretty struggle for us. I
Yeah.
work construction. And
Yeah.
to me, to work with somebody who speaks English is really difficult, man. It's
Yeah.
everything is so difficult because
Yeah.
really everyone in just do that test. If you go over 4 points, yeah, you're citizen. That's not it. You know?
Yeah. No, I'm trying to teach my wife to speak English better too. It's actually hard. I thought I was a better English. I learned Spanish quicker than she learned English. But
It's pretty easy. Well, for me, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, it's just you have to phrase that people speak English and you can learn
Yeah.
pretty quick.
wow. Well, hey, thanks so much for the chat here. Have a great day.
You too, man. Thank
Yeah, take care. God bless you guys. Take care. Dios te bendiga. All right, that was interesting. Hey, are you guys proud of Canada? What makes you proud of Canada? Yeah? Not, are you proud of anything about Canada? No?
Can you not record us?
Well, it's a public space. I'll record who I want to. But have a great day. Hey, sir, how's it going? Are you proud to be Canadian?
I am Canadian.
Are you? Can I ask you what makes you proud of Canada?
Nice country.
It's a big, beautiful country. Yeah. Hey, thanks so much. Have a great day. I get that a lot, you know, and it's just a big, beautiful country. There was a video that went viral here yesterday, and you can see now behind me exactly what is going on here. This is a day on Sylvan Lake. I used to come here back in when I was young. I came here all the time, and it's definitely changed. Hey, are you guys proud of Canada? Yeah? What makes you proud of Canada? Huh? Do you speak English?
Well, since I don't know.
Okay. Hey, where'd you guys come from?
She's from China. I was
Oh,
born.
China. Okay, cool. Well, are you Canadian now?
Yes.
Yeah. What makes you proud of Canada? Oh, that's okay. I won't put you on the spot. Hey, have a great day. Yeah, thank you so much. I don't know. People can be shy, but try not to be too much of a jerk. Hey guys, how's it going?
How's it going?
Yeah. Hey, are you guys proud of Canada?
Yeah.
Yeah. What makes you proud of Canada?
Alberta.
Alberta. Yeah. Well, I got an Alberta flag here.
Yeah. Just the unity and the love within the community. That's it.
Yeah. Well, I want to separate from Canada. I feel like this country is going downhill quickly. What gives you hope for the future of Canada?
Just believe.
Believe?
Just believe.
Just have faith in the.
Have faith.
Yeah.
That's it. We love Alberta.
Yeah. I mean, I love Alberta too. A lot of people say, hey, Canada is a big, beautiful country. But, like, what does it mean to be Canadian? Ooh, that looks good. What does it mean to be Canadian?
It means to be one.
We used to be one. We used to be one. But, like, do you feel like we are, like, united as a country?
I personally think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Some here and there, but I feel like we're stronger than most nations.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's two separatist movements if you can look at Quebec, and then maybe three if you look at Saskatchewan. That's kind of blooming right now. Like, that's a pretty good indicator. We're not.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know much about the history of Saskatchewan, but Quebec I understand. But I love Alberta, but that's all I can say.
Well, I was thinking about one thing that made me proud to be Canadian back when I identified as a Canadian is I used to think, okay, we can have a Hindu and a Muslim and a Jew and a Christian and an atheist and a Sikh, and they can all live together and work together and actually be friends. Do you agree with that statement?
Oh, 100%. All day, every day.
All day, every day?
All day, every day.
Yeah. Well, I am concerned about, I live in an echo bubble, right, on social media, and so do we all. And I see on my social media, it's just like division and racism popping up and people are fighting over their religions. Like, do you hear any of that?
I just stay off social media now. Ever since I heard that stuff, man, I just
Yeah.
like to live life, man.
Yeah. Just stay off of it. That's the best rule, eh?
Exactly. Just live life like it's your last day. That's it. Be happy.
I stopped looking at all this stuff when it was like, you know, it was getting on my mind. I didn't like the hate, you know, that was coming from me. So I just stopped looking at this stuff.
Okay, you guys are giving me a lot of hope now. But so you're on a scale of 1 to 10. Like 1 is like forever Canada and 10 is like I want independence. Where would you put yourself?
I love Canada.
Forever Canada.
1 forever? Yeah.
Before we're Alberta, we're Canadian.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
So Canadian then Albertan.
Okay.
But I just
There's
love
no
the,
Alberta without
I love this. I love this province. I love this country.
Yeah.
You know.
I want to fly something by you here. So imagine there was a ship sailing down a river, and slowly pieces break off the ship, and then the guy throws the pieces off the boat, and then picks new pieces up off the shore, and then puts his ship back together as he's kind of floating, right? And he gets to the end of the river, and he's changed out every single part. Is that still the same ship?
Depends who you ask.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like every single part has been changed. So now imagine that another guy's floating behind him and he's picking up all the pieces, okay? And he's putting them back together. And then at the very end, he's got another ship that's exactly like the original. So now there's 2 ships. It's like, which one's the actual ship now?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
It's a tough question, man.
Oh, it's kind of a tough question, but like, what's that?
Just the way you look at
It's the way you look
That's
at
the way
it.
you look at it. So, like, I see Canada as the original ship, right? And we're slowly changing out. Our culture's changing. You know, the way things operate in this country are changing. We have all sorts of new laws about hate speech and all kinds of things coming out, and woke policies that it's like slowly we're changing out the pieces. And then coming up behind is independence, and we have a chance to scoop up those pieces that we loved and put them back together.
I mean, hey, man, everyone has their own opinions. I mean, I feel like both sides have a fair enough opinion.
Yeah.
I just like to, I kind of stay away from all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I see both sides have an equal, you know, they both have, you know, good and bad. Like, what I mean is that both sides have solid arguments that they can make on their behalf.
End of the day, we just got to keep the ship afloat.
Exactly.
Right? Whether the
matter
parts
if they
change,
change
whether the
it.
people change,
Okay.
whether the rules change, our mission in good life is just to keep the boat alive, keep it going, keep it
We're
sailing.
only here for so
everyone
little
lives happy.
time, you know, like, gotta have to.
Well, and see, I kind of get your point there, right? It's like keep the ship afloat, but at some point, it's not your ship anymore. It's so different. Like, you know, imagine if we just completely changed everything here, so that it was like a completely different country, different language and customs and laws. Is that still Canada? You know?
Hard question.
Hard question, but end of the day,
adapt to it as things change.
Yeah, we adapt.
Yeah, so the laws adapt as things change.
Yeah. Well, so here's another one. Is like, I really think about this honestly, okay? So when European settlers came here, the indigenous people were like decimated, right? And that was a terrible tragedy. It's a scar in our history of Canada in a lot of ways, right? But then this new country came out of it. Like Canada wasn't Canada when it was indigenous. It was different, right? And so it's like now history seems to be repeating. It's the same kind of thing where a lot of people are coming here and changing our culture. Like when I came here 20 years ago, you'd never see anybody wearing a burqa at the beach,
Yeah.
you know?
I mean,
There's a chair here and there's one in the back.
I mean, we were born and raised here.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I just think that no matter what happens, like, you know, love and prosperity should,
Love
like,
and prosperity.
yeah, like,
Yeah.
equal, like, everyone should be equal, you know,
Yeah.
and it's kind of my stance on that.
Yeah. Well, not congratulate. Thank you so much for the chat. Hey, and thanks so much, guys. And I really, what's that?
What's your name, bud?
Oh, my name's John, and I make a channel called Talking to Albertans. And, you know, I like to have polite conversations with people. And, you know, we can disagree on some things. And I think that's another thing that makes me proud to be Canadian is we can disagree and still be friendly, you know?
it's all love. It's all love. That's it.
Yeah. No, I got to keep talking and making my video. Yeah. Hey, thanks so much, guys.
I appreciate you.
No, I don't. Is that alcohol? Okay.
Yeah, no alcohol. Want an iced tea or Coke or anything?
Oh, hey, God bless you guys. You know what? No. I'll come back around, and if I see you here, I'll stop and talk to you once I'm done my video. Hey, thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.
You
man.
guys are awesome. I love you. And if Canada is something worth saving, this is the kind of thing that I want to see more of.
It's all
right?
happening today. We're all on one boat.
Yeah.
We're just trying to keep it afloat. That's
Yeah.
it.
Amen. Yeah.
Amen.
Hey, have a great day, guys.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much. All right. So that was a good little conversation with those guys. Like I said earlier, we live in a social media bubble. If you just watch X, you're probably angry. If you just watch TikTok, you're probably living more in a woke bubble. If you're on Instagram, I don't know, guys, I'm making generalizations. But coming out in public and actually talking to people and just boldly walking up to them, that's how you do it. Hey, how's it going? Hey, are you guys proud of Canada?
We are, yes.
Yeah. What makes you proud of Canada?
Everything about Canada.
Yeah.
I'm proud to be here.
Yeah. What's something specific that makes you proud of Canada?
I'm here. I'm proud. That's all I want to say.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in chemistry. So.
Okay. Hey, God bless you. Hey, are you guys proud of Canada? What makes you proud of Canada? Are you guys from Canada? Where'd you come from?
India.
India? How long have you been here for?
5 years.
5 years?
Yeah.
Are you a PR?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you tell me about that process? How did it work? How do you become a PR in Canada?
It's hard to get PR nowadays.
It is?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Like, what did you have to do? Because I just, like, people say things on the internet, and I'm pretty sure half of it's lies, and there's a sliver of truth, right? So, there's a lot of bad things people say about people from India online, and I just like to correct some of that. So.
Please don't include my face.
Oh, okay. Well. Okay. Well.
My opinion.
Okay.
Different pathways for
I just.
PRs.
Okay.
So many different pathways for I personally.
I'll point it like this, but the microphone's got to get you. So. Okay.
I became a PR through the student program. I came as a student. I worked on PGWP. I worked in my field, and I accumulated points to express entry, and then I became eligible for Canadian PR. And now I'm waiting for my citizenship. Once I have finished the 1,200 days in 1,030 days in Canada, yes. Once I complete that, I can apply for Canadian citizenship. I'm very proud of me being here, and I respect everybody here. There is so much.
Well, like, one of the things that makes me proud of Canada is how we actually are tolerant. I believe that's a Canadian value. You can have a Muslim and a Hindu and a Jew and every Sikh and everybody atheist all living together, working together. We can be friends. And do you agree that is still, like, what's your experience like? I don't want to put words in your mouth.
I really like multiculturalism here. I'm a brown person. I'm a person of color. I see all color. And I've seen both sides of the world. I've seen the Canadian side. I've seen the immigrant side. Okay. And I feel like some Canadians are living in a nostalgia and other immigrants are living in their head back home. Some things need to change. Multiculturalism comes from two sides.
Which one?
Sorry. Okay. I'm just going to say that people need to evolve. I'm trying to be Canadian. Everybody else is trying to be Canadian. That's all I got to say.
Okay. Hey, well, thank you so much. Have a great day. And thank you so much, guys. Anybody else want to explain to me a few more things? Okay, have a great day. Okay, so that guy shut the conversation down. I basically told her to stop talking to me, which I think is kind of rude, because if I told my wife that, hey, stop talking to somebody, that wouldn't be very nice. But she did say something good, though. So she's like, she came as a student. I was listening. She jumped through all the process. And now she's going to be she's a PR, and now she's going to be someone call me? And now she's going to be a permanent resident, or you heard the whole conversation. But I do also believe that the way she described it is actually probably good, because you can integrate people at a controllable fashion that way. Like, she spoke English really well. And she had the same kind of culture. And so How's it going? I am, yeah. It's called Talking to Albertans.
Okay, no.
Yeah.
We'll look you up later.
Hey, yeah, have a good day. They're kind of young. I didn't want to point the camera. I don't know. It is a beach. It's a public place. But I'll let you guys make up your decision there. I think people have the right to preserve their culture. And if you come over, then you integrate. And so, hey, are you guys proud of Canada? Do you love Canada? Yeah? Yeah. What do you love about Canada?
Honestly, the environment,
Yeah. People?
the culture here.
Yeah.
How we value all the immigrants and
Okay.
cultures, diversity.
Yeah. Yeah, no, my wife is an immigrant from Venezuela. And so I agree with you, right? I think that Canada is a place where, you know, you can have different cultures and they can all get along. But do you think that people should integrate into Canadian culture?
Well, I believe in what I feel positive, what I feel aligned with my culture. I take that.
Okay.
Yeah. Not everything used, not actually from Canadian culture.
Okay.
But I don't mind if it's a good thing or a positive thing to take from Canadian culture.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, yeah. No, do you mind if I ask where you came from before this?
Sorry?
Where did you guys immigrate from?
From Bangladesh.
From Bangladesh. Wow. So there's a video going viral about a festival in Calgary where people littered everywhere. What do you think about that? Did you see it? Do you know what video I'm talking about?
No.
It was a party of people, like it was a festival that was mostly East Indian people, and they just littered everywhere. And a lot of Canadians were upset by that. What would you say to those people who were littering?
Of course, that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
That's really, really bad. If we want to make what we love here is the cleanliness, right?
Yeah.
So the environment is good, the cleanliness.
Yeah.
And I believe it doesn't matter where he is coming from. We should maintain the clean.
Yeah.
We shouldn't bring the bad things from our
Yeah.
country. We should align and we should keep it clean.
Yeah.
The way we like it.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a Canadian value. Like, we love our lakes and our rivers. And I'm not going to lie, guys. I've drank out of this lake, straight out of it, many times in my life. I go fishing and I drink just right out of it. I'd really like to keep it clean. It looks still good, but I see the rivers in India and places like that where they just destroy the rivers. Why do they do that?
I don't know why those people are doing that. It's not good at all. Like, you shouldn't do it in that country and not even here.
Yeah.
If you like the nice and clean country, keep it like that.
Yeah, well, a lot of Canadians are worried that if we let a lot of immigrants come from like India, then they're going to turn our country into India. Like, as far as littering.
Well, I know, of course, it's frustrating for Canadians, right?
Yeah.
I agree, but of course, the people who are coming, they shouldn't do that. They should learn the culture.
Yeah. Well, I really appreciate that you say that, and I think that is a good sign, because Canadians who are watching my channel, they want to see if people are integrating. I want to separate from Canada, though, at this point. I feel like we're heading down a bad path. So my question is, like, what gives you hope for the future of Canada?
Of course, we want to give them a better future, right?
Yeah.
That's why we're here.
Yeah, for the children, right?
Yeah, for the children.
Yeah.
For the children.
Yeah.
So, of course, the environment and everything should be good for them.
Okay.
A better thing for them.
Okay, well, hey, God bless you, and thanks for chatting with me. Have a great day. Take care. By the way, my channel's called Talking to Albertans. So, I'm on YouTube, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm born and raised in Canada. I was born in Saskatchewan, actually. But, I mean, I support independence because I don't support the direction that Canada's heading. But hey, thanks so much. Hey, how's it going? What do you think of Alberta independence? Have a great day.
I don't think it's sustainable,
You don't think it's sustainable?
Nah.
No. What gives you hope for the future of Canada, though?
Carney, the goat.
Carney?
Yeah, he's the go.
You're just BSing me.
Not really.
Tell me one thing that Carney's done that's a good thing then.
You know, he's white.
Okay. You guys have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hey, how's it going? Do you guys, are you proud of Canada?
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, hey, have a great day. Hey, are you guys proud of Canada? Yeah. What gives you hope for the future? Okay. Hey, how's it going? Okay. Well, hey, this is the beach. And I'm glad that Sylvan Lake finally built the beach back. If you know the history of this place, they went about the last 20 years where the beach slowly degraded. Now whatever they're doing is actually working really well. So, hey, how's it going? Are you guys proud of Canada? Yeah. What makes you proud of Canada?
It's a great country.
It's a great country.
Great country.
Yeah. Where did you come from?
Iraq.
Iraq.
Yeah.
Wow, how long have you been here for?
20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
You mind if I ask you a few questions?
Sure.
Because there's a lot of misinformation going around on the internet about immigration, right? And like I've lived here for a long time, and when I was 10 years old or 20 years old coming here, there were no immigrants here. There were no immigrants here. It was completely different. There was a few, right? But now it seems in the last couple of years, it's just completely changed. Like,
Challenge.
yeah. Like, do you think that people have a right to preserve their culture?
Not entirely, not force it to other people,
No.
to the original people here.
Yeah.
You cannot force people for your culture, what you bring from your country, and force it, and they to here.
Yeah.
But you want to practice it in your home,
Yeah.
not here, not
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah.
Canada, we come to Canada just for Canada life. Not, I know you should be respect where you're from, with culture, I understand.
Yeah.
Respect it. But inside like a community just. But in Canada, everything. Stampede, Canada, wherever for System Canada, you should be living in Canada.
Yeah.
Because life is here. For you, for your kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, imagine there was a ship sailing down the river and you slowly started taking pieces out of it because they were broken or something, and then you found new pieces of wood on the shore. So you start patching your boat up and you sail down and you get to the end and it's like now you got a completely different boat. I feel like that's what Canada is. Like we're pulling pieces off and changing it slowly by slowly, and at the end it's a completely different ship. Like the Canada that I grew up in, I don't even recognize this place anymore.
Yeah.
Like can I give you an example? And I respect you got your family here, so you can tell me to just get out of here. But like, I never thought in a million years I would see Hamas protesting in Red Deer or Sylvan Lake. Like,
different.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I get it that there's a war over there and whatever, opinions are, but like, leave it over there.
It's terrorists and it's like what they bring, for other people, so they kill and then they pay victim.
Yeah.
So it's this is what they do.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the people who support them, sometimes they're also victim because where they go hide, they go attack people, innocent people, and they go hide with the innocent people also.
Yeah.
Like with the families.
Yeah.
So when they get hit, it's gonna between the people and innocent people. So even there, if you see some videos, the people who lived with Hamas, they said, we don't want them. We don't want them. Like they say bad words. We don't want them because they know, like all they bring is destroy.
Yeah. Well, and so this is my concern, right? And that's one really poignant example. But I feel like, man, we shouldn't be having that here in Canada, and it makes me really uncomfortable. All the anti-Semitic stuff too, right?
I told you, sorry. If you come to Canada, change your life.
Change your life.
For the life in the back, forget it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here, different. You need coming for life good, future for kids.
Yeah.
health card, everything should be followed this way.
Yeah.
If you're coming, shed for another country for the same the way, trouble,
Yeah.
get out.
Well, yeah.
Canadian dream is simple. Work hard, take care of your family, and live happy, right? Enjoy your life.
Yeah.
It's a simple,
Yeah.
but when other people, they come and want to force their dreams
Destroy it.
us,
Destroy the dream.
it's like,
Yeah.
destroy it.
Destroy the dream.
Well, now, like, what would you guys say to somebody like me? Because I was born and raised here, and I'm at the point now where I don't feel like this is Canada, and I don't feel like we're heading in the right direction. Our culture is changing so dramatically. I actually want to separate from Canada, and I want Alberta to become its own country.
Me too.
You do too.
Me too. I go already for sign.
Yeah.
Me and my wife already. I did.
Hey, well, God bless you for that. Hey, can I ask you another? You got your kids here. You guys don't mind talking to me for a few more minutes? It's a big topic, and I can't get anybody to talk to me about it. But like the Muslim issue, right?
I'm Christian.
You're
Tax is
Christian.
free.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, like, do you think that Islam is compatible with Canada?
No. Look, for me, no problem coming people of Muslim coming, but it should be follow the law or rules for this country.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you don't like it, go back. Why you come here? Well, I'm Christian from Iraq.
Yeah.
Why come to Canada?
Yeah.
Because terrorists.
Yeah.
Make trouble. Leave the country. Come and follow me from here. Why come to here?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm coming with my family 2006 here.
Yeah.
Okay. 2003 for war for Iraq. It's very how can I talk is difficult.
Yeah.
Hard. Like very hard life. Okay.
Yeah.
Cause bomb. Trouble for war. Trouble.
Yeah.
So I'm thanks God. Me and my family, we have chance. Come together. When you come here with my dad, my mom, my brothers, sit.
Yeah.
Change.
Wow.
We should be
Yeah.
how like some step by step for this system for here. That's it.
Yeah.
I know when it come to Canada with my family hard, but give them the time a little bit when follow the routes for the country. Okay, I'm happy.
Well, so that's the answer. I love to hear. That warms my heart. What happened to Christians what happens to Christians in Muslim countries? Just tell me.
Look, this guy, Middle East all Christian before.
Yeah.
All Christian and Jewish.
Yeah.
No war, peace, love together,
Yeah.
life together, work together, not a problem.
You're talking about like
Before-
1800 years ago.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
But before Islam. Yeah.
Never
My
happened.
opinion is never happened.
Never happened.
This has never happened.
Iraq, Syria,
No.
Egyptian, all Christian.
Okay.
All Christian. So everybody never see the history he make war.
Yeah.
Never ever.
Yeah.
Never. When it come these people make like some cancer. For me
know.
like some cancer.
I don't know.
Destroy everything.
Which
Oh, my channel's called Talking to Albertans. So, and I
do you want me to add you?
yeah, sure, yeah. Give me a
Facebook?
follow. Give me a follow. No, I'm not on Facebook.
Instagram?
Deliberately, I'm not on Facebook. I'm just on YouTube and X.
Okay, YouTube.
Yeah.
But I don't
YouTube.
have a continuity.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't see a Facebook, so.
No, I don't like Facebook.
I like here because I like this for me dream here.
Yeah. See, now my vision of an independent Republic of Alberta is where we have freedom of religion, but you can't like force it on people.
I know, yeah.
And I feel like right now we get two-tier justice because I've seen some of these Hamas guys. They've done some terrible things in the streets, lighting fires, stomping on the Canadian flag, and burning churches, shooting Jewish synagogues. Like this is all happening, and then you never hear about it in the media except you hear about it on X, right, or on YouTube, and it's like I'm against this, and
This is a funny thing now when they anybody like Canadian, real Canadian, they do anything, say any words, saying what they think.
yeah,
They get in jail or the police talk to them. But any other immigrant, okay, and they came here, they say whatever they want,
Go play.
and
Go
they
play.
do whatever they want, and nobody tell them not to do that. It's like the government or
Go.
they are afraid to talk to them, just to not.
Stop.
anybody say, "Oh, you're racist." I don't care if you call me racist or not.
No.
This is because I want to protect my country.
Yeah.
I want to protect. Maybe they don't. I love Canada more than Iraq actually because here I see freedom. I see
Life.
good life.
Good life.
But this is country of my kids, so we have to protect this country because it's the future of our kids.
Yeah.
And if they call us racist, I don't care. This is the truth.
No.
I don't want you to change my country. I don't want you to change here because it's good.
Yeah.
Why if you want to change it to copy that countries
Another
you
side.
came from, you should go back there. If you want to copy it, just go back.
Airport,
I can pay your ticket back home.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm glad you're saying it because the honest to God truth, if I say that, it's hate crime.
Racist.
Yeah.
And that's so unfair for you guys. I know that.
Yeah. But now you lived through it, and I got another question here. So we're bringing a lot of immigrants from countries that Canada has been at war with. Syria, indirectly, the U.S. Whenever the U.S. goes to war, Canada is like perceived as being the same, whether we were there or not, right? Iraq, Afghanistan, Somalia, they get bombed all the time by the U.S. So these people, they hate the U.S. and by extension, they hate Canada. Do you think that they're coming over here with good intentions?
Bro, who's make war? Canada? For another side?
Well, no, like I admit, like, okay, we're not doing that, but like by extension, culturally, when in the mind of like a person who's seen their country torn apart by war, like somebody in Syria, Canada and the U.S. are probably the same, no?
Look, I understand some trouble for another side.
Yeah.
But who make a trouble? Same people.
Yeah.
Canadian come and go make trouble? Or United States? No.
Yeah.
Canada, United go make hand.
Yeah.
After time, these people make this trouble for my country. Okay.
Yeah.
It's simple.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, President Trump, move everything.
Well,
it's easy for Iraq. I'm from Iraq.
Yeah.
Move the army, move everything. Next day, war. Next day, easy. Because people, you like it, bro. You have something, same culture. You need fight. Always time we need fight together.
Yeah.
So what's my problem?
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
That's why I like Trump, because Trump, you want to protect your country.
Yeah.
Save, no need too much migrant. You have enough, a lot enough.
Yeah, it's
so
gotta
you
be
need controlling for everything.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter for South America or Middle East, whatever.
Yeah.
You need the controlling.
Yeah.
Here you should be also same like this.
Yeah.
Stop make a lot of people, because I know sometimes Canada want make hand for people coming here for life, for the kids, for future. But not everybody you understand this point.
Yeah.
Not anybody.
Yeah.
They take advantage of that.
Yes.
Yeah.
This kindness, they take advantage of it.
Yeah. I really feel like that's a good point, because a lot of people come here under false pretenses, say that they're refugees. And I heard a stat, you never know what things are on social media, right? But I heard a stat was like 70% of the refugees in Canada went back to their country for vacation. And it's like, that actually means that you didn't flee a war. Because like, if you fled a war, you're not going back there, you know what I mean?
Why come back? Stay here.
I mean, that means that it's fake. And it's like...
Actually, it's what the problem is. The people who are responsible about immigration, they are from them.
Yeah.
Okay, and they want to bring the people who's like them.
Yeah.
If I think who's the immigration? منو وزير الهجرة?
I was minister for immigration here. I don't know what's the name.
Like who's responsible about immigration?
Yeah.
He want to bring the people who look like him, or people responsible about the files.
Yeah.
Because we went one time before I come here for
from Somalia.
Yeah.
Yeah, before I come here, like the people who do the interviews, is from the people. So all the Christian in Iraq, refuse.
Really?
Yeah.
All other religion accepted. They want more people here from not a Christian.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Really?
Really?
They take the land.
Wow.
So this is like
Okay, so just let me get this straight so I'm hearing you right. So the immigration process, they want fewer Christians and more everybody else.
10 file, example.
Really?
One file, for example, one file for Christian, 9 for another country.
Yeah.
For another religion.
Another religion. So it's like they want people like them
Yeah.
So they bring more. They don't care about your story,
Yeah.
really story, because as a Christian, you know, it's our in the religion we cannot lie.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't lie. Mostly Iraqi like Christian, like we don't lie.
Yeah.
Okay, but other they do lie for because they have
fake story.
Yeah.
yeah they lie if they have a purpose.
Yeah.
They can lie to get that purpose.
You're talking about Muslims, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well.
I don't want to get him in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is what happened. That is it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So in immigration, people in immigration who's responsible on the files is the problem.
Yeah. See now, okay, I want to just push back. I always like to push back. So Canada used to have a white-only policy, effectively. It was like Europeans, and that was it, right? And I think they changed that in like the 70s or the 80s. And I don't want to go back to that. I don't think that's good either. But I just think we need to really think about who's culturally compatible. And I feel like the reason that they're bringing in so many different cultures is because they realize people are tribal and they're going to fight. And we're seeing that. We're seeing like Hamas fighting in our streets now, right? All the anti-Semitism. We're seeing lots of other things starting to happen here. And, you know.
The police or any like government, they go catch these people who was attacking like Jewish, because I see one video they attack one in college because he was Jewish and there's a lot of Muslim because he's Jewish they attack him. I think the police they didn't do anything, but I think it's opposite. They will catch them and put them in jail, and why you did that, and you're gonna look bad.
Well, you know,
two for the two hands. I don't know what they call it.
Yeah, two-tier justice.
Yeah.
Two-tier justice. I'm at the point now where I think that, well, when I see a news article and it'll say middle-aged or 36-year-old white man attacks a school or something, or blows up does something bad, right? Stabs somebody. But then if it doesn't say white, right, it'll say 36-year-old man. I'm like, wait a minute, you're concealing his identity. They only identify it if it's a white man. And it's like, you'll see this in the news. And it's like, okay, wait a minute. Don't other people do crimes as well? And then why conceal that?
They will not put it on news if other people.
Yeah.
Actually.
Yeah. Well, that's terrible. But hey, thanks so much, guys. I really appreciate the conversation. You guys have a great day.
I hope we don't get in trouble with this.
Well, God bless you. You know, I
What channel? I want to know just. I want subscription.
You're a little hesitant there. I always go through, and if you said something that I'm like, okay, these are nice people, I'm going to cut that part out. I will cut that part out. I'll use my discretion. But I think you said everything good here. There's nothing that I remember.
No problem.
You know, so we still have free speech in this country.
Yeah,
I think. Okay.
Okay. Just what website?
That's called Talking to Albertans. It's on YouTube.
Alberta?
Talking to Albertans, yeah. So, yeah, give me a like and a follow.
What's your name?
My name is John. Okay. All right. Well, thanks so much. Yeah.
Alberta.
Yeah. Talking to. Well, you got to write the whole thing in there. Talking to Albert.
This one?
No, it's not there yet.
10.
Talking to Albertans. All right. Have a great day, you guys. It was nice meeting you. Take care. Bye bye. Oh, hey.
Are you on like TikTok or YouTube?
I'm on YouTube. I don't do TikTok because I'm too old.
Yeah.
What do you guys think of Alberta independence?
Good and bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where would you put yourself on the scale? Like forever Canada or Alberta independence, or kind of in the middle, or
Forever Canada.
forever Canada? Yeah.
Yeah, right on the edge of
Yeah.
Canada. There's lots of benefits to it, and
Yeah. Well, forever is a long time. And I feel like this country's changing so quickly that we're kind of losing control. Like, I don't recognize my own country anymore. In terms of culture, it's changing so quickly.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, I agree.
I was just talking to those guys over there, and they were saying that the immigration is selecting everybody except Christians. Yeah, that came from someone from Iraq saying that.
Oh shit, eh?
And it's like, okay, how are we supposed to interpret that?
Yeah.
You know? And these are your kids here, right? So You got to think about their future.
I'm his best
Our
friend. Yeah.
best friend birthday party. His
Okay.
birthday.
Okay, well, I won't keep you guys. Go enjoy your swim. Jump in there. Watch out. Don't jump too hard because you could hit the bottom.
What's your account there?
It's called Talking to Albertans. Yeah, check it out. Hey, how's it going? Are you guys proud of Canada? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. What makes you proud of Canada?
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Can you give me something specific?
No, for us, everything is good, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Where did you come from, if you don't mind me asking?
Edmonton.
Edmonton.
Yes.
Okay, so you were born in Edmonton.
No, born in India,
Yeah. Yeah.
living in Edmonton.
There's a lot of misinformation and lies going around right now about people from India. And I want to clear it up because I don't know what the truth is. But they're saying that, like, you guys hear about that park that was trashed in Edmonton or in Calgary? Did you guys hear about that? There was a big festival.
We saw that. We also saw the videos and stuff.
Yeah.
But we also saw that those guys, they made mess, yes, but they did also good cleanup after that. We also saw that. But some people only saw that they made mess, right?
Yeah.
They didn't see that they clean up after their mess.
Yeah. Well, do you think that? Do you think they did that just because they were caught, and the video went viral?
No, I don't think so. Even if I go to some events, I do see mess, but then there is a, they all volunteer help to clean up, right? I've seen many events, so.
Yeah. One of my goals is to go to Varanasi. Have you been to Varanasi in India?
No.
No. What part of India are you from?
From Western part.
Or western part? So like the river is sacred over there, right? And the Ganges. And I'm just like, how come it's so trashed? Why do people in India just litter so much?
It's part of their rituals, right? I agree with you that it looks dirty.
Yeah.
But when you know the meaning of that, what they are doing, it's just the rituals.
Yeah.
But I personally feel that polluting some water body is not good enough, right?
Yeah.
So
Well, it's definitely a Canadian value to protect our water.
it's a debatable topic, so I'm not gonna say much about it, right?
Well, no, and that's fair, right? But when that video went viral, I think that definitely played into a stereotype. And a lot of Canadians I was reading the comments, they're saying stuff like, if you import the third world, then you're going to get the third world. Like, what do you say to that?
So there are always two sides of a coin, right?
Okay.
There is good and there is bad. It's not just about one country. There are good and bad people everywhere.
Yeah.
Just see in Canada as well. We see there in downtown, you see how they're like taking drugs and stuff.
Yeah.
So I would say there are two sides. People should look at both, right?
Yeah.
Not just one side.
Yeah.
That's what all I can say.
So when I grew up here, the population of Alberta was like 3 million, maybe. And now we're like 5.5 million last I checked. What if we were to add another 1 million Indian immigrants? What do you think would happen to our culture? Like 1 million of them. Do you think then we would become more like India? Like, do you think this fear is substantive? Or is it just...
Yeah.
They would just all become Canadians and our rivers would be clean and,
Yeah, you see how... Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
Because at the end, when we come here, we leave our back home, right? Like bad habits. Yeah. As I said, there are good and bad people in every country, every community.
Yeah, I agree.
It depends, right? So, I mean, as long as I know many people, they are, law-abiding, stuff like that.
Yeah.
They don't litter around. But
Yeah.
same as you, I see videos on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
So I would say, all in all, I would say there are pros and cons for everything, right?
Yeah.
So
Like, another thing that concerns me is that a lot of the conflicts that exist in other countries are being brought over here. And for example, we see like the Khalistanis protesting, and we see, the history of India, right? When the British Empire left, the Muslims and the Hindus just tore each other apart, as they kind of separated into Pakistan and India. Like, do you think that those people are going to bring their conflicts over here? Because that's a fear that a lot of people are telling me they have.
that's a good question. I mean, there are many sides for it, right? Some type of people will say, yes, we want that. Right?
Yeah.
But all in all, I can say like bringing the home conflicts here, it's not good.
Yeah.
And they're just glorifying things right here. I mean, if they want something, yes, they have right to ask, right? But go fight back in India. Why are you fighting here?
Yeah, exactly. Go back. If you want to fight for stuff, go over there. Like, okay, I support independence. I want to separate from Canada for various reasons. But like, imagine if I went over to Varanasi and I was flying my flag and I'm like yelling at all the people passing by, "Free Alberta!" Like, that's kind of a dumb thing to do. Why are so many people doing that over here in Canada?
I would say Canada's DNA consists of that thing. No matter what, it won't be removed.
Yeah.
Because what happened back there, there's so many people came as refugees here.
Yeah.
And then they feel bad about it, right?
Yeah.
So it's in the DNA.
Yeah.
The politicians are wanting the same thing. RCMP, police, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
So they're in Canada's DNA, and it won't disappear. It won't go. It will stay in Canada. As long as Canada exists, these people will exist.
What do you think people in India would do if a couple million Canadians just moved over there? If we just show up, and over the course of 5 years, maybe 5 million Canadians just showed up.
I think Canadians don't have to, because they have, India has a population issue, right? So,
but like, I get it. Comparatively, we'd have to send. India sends us 5 million. We'd have to send about 45 million to make the same kind of impact. But like, okay, let's just go with that thing. Like, if Canadians started moving there, how do you think the Indians would treat us?
Depends, right? Obviously, I don't have answer for that. I've seen a lot of immigrants, not from Canada as well. When I went back home, I see people from Nigeria, people from different countries, mostly African countries.
Yeah.
But I mean, they are integrating well.
Yeah.
I saw them working around the jobs, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I cannot say about the Canadians. I don't think Canadians would prefer go back to live in India, because Canada is already a best country to live in.
Right? Of course, we wouldn't want to do it, right? But like, if we did, I think that the people in India would get really upset. I think there'd be like ethnic conflicts, and I think we saw history, like the Hindus and the Muslims couldn't get along. Like, that would repeat.
That conflict was brought by Britishers side, so it will stay.
Yeah.
Because that's how politics function, though.
Yeah.
So it's gonna stay. They made people fight, which gives them benefits in politics, right?
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so now I think you're touching on something. So like, the politicians, they are seeding conflict in our society. I feel like Canada was once really united, but now I look around, it's like everybody's got different values and different directions they want to pull the country, and we're not united anymore. And they're creating this conflict.
I don't want to make comment about that, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's fair.
Yes, I cannot disagree.
Yeah.
But some things I shouldn't be saying, right?
Oh, okay, fair.
As a non-white, I don't want to get in conflict, right?
Well, no, and you know what? I don't want to make this about race, but for me, mass immigration is not a good thing. We need to slow it down. People need to come here on a merit, right? It's like, okay, there's a reason for you to be here, and we need you, and you qualify, and then still there's a list, right? Do you agree with that?
I completely agree.
Yeah.
And that's a question for Canadian government.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah. Well, it's like, you're right, that is a question for the government, but it seems like they're not listening.
Yeah, something is broken somewhere.
Have you traveled to other parts of Canada before? Have you been to other parts? What parts?
Yes. British Columbia, Ontario.
Yeah.
And Alberta.
Okay. Do you think Alberta is like significantly different than the rest of Canada or those other parts? Like, do we have a unique culture?
For me, from like as an immigrant, I see everything same, right? Yes, I can see Alberta has many different cultures.
Yeah.
Different food, different people, right?
Yeah.
But
like, it's not just food, it's like our mentality, like the way we think. We vote differently. We have different social and cultural norms and values than the rest of Canada. Do you notice that at all?
Yes, I'm aware of it. But as an immigrant, I can say it's a Canadian thing, right?
Yeah.
And I've seen it I've not like I've seen it same thing in British Columbia as well. They're a bit different.
Okay.
In Ontario as well, right?
Okay.
But as an immigrant, I feel all of Canada.
Okay.
Here and there, it's same.
Okay. But so if I went to India and I said like, hey, people in Varanasi are the same as they are in Delhi, do you think that they would be like, really, no, we're actually completely different, or?
Well, yeah.
Because like surely there's cultural differences. within
Cultural
India.
differences, language differences. Right?
Yeah.
So it's visible, right?
Yeah.
Here, for you to tell, it's difficult.
Yeah.
For me to tell, it's easy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, of course.
Same way. Right?
And so like my concern is we're giving people who aren't from here as a control over our future. Every time we bring an immigrant, you get to vote, and then that's going to change the direction of our future. Like we got to be careful with this.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know, like how there are so many people coming, right?
Yeah.
For voting rights, they have to get citizenship, which is not an easy path, right? They have to stay for some years. They have to meet some points. So
Do you think 5 years is a long enough wait to become a citizen?
5 years should, yeah, it's 5 to 7 years. I took 5 years. I'm a Canadian citizen. I took 5 to, in the 6th year, I got the citizenship.
Yeah.
So,
because I looked into how India does it, and it's really hard. Last I checked, it's like you got to pretty much have like a spiritual leader can immigrate to India, but they make it really difficult to do that. And so it's like, okay, one side makes it difficult. Like you can't just immigrate to Japan either. Like these are a lot of places that have pretty closed borders. And so, no thanks guys. We appreciate it. But Canada's just wide open. Why do you think we're doing that?
because we need immigrants, right?
We do.
To function our economy, we need immigrants. We need skilled laborers. We need skilled workers. Yeah, I just wanted to give you an example of India.
Yeah.
So, I broken my tendonitis.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
In Canada, right?
Yeah.
So I went to the doctor. He said, "Oh yeah, I mean, for the few weeks I had to wait for an appointment."
Yeah.
Then after he said there is 6 month waiting time for surgery.
Yeah.
Right. I went back to India. In one day I saw a doctor. Just in one day.
Yeah.
He prescribed me X-ray.
Yeah.
In like 20 minutes we had our X-ray.
Yeah.
Then he said, "I cannot find anything in X-ray. You have to do MRI."
Okay.
So that afternoon I went for MRI.
Yeah.
Evening 5 o'clock I got my report.
Okay.
And 7 p.m. I saw doctor again.
Okay.
And he mentioned that what issue I had is broken tendonitis and you have to do this. So
Yeah.
in one day I got all the treatment. Of course I
Okay.
spent $100, but that's my choice, right?
Sir, was that in India or Canada?
India.
Yeah, it was in India.
India, I would say, is a medical superpower.
Yeah. Well, you know, I had a surgery in Nicaragua one time, and it was the same experience. Very quickly admitted to the hospital, but the locals didn't have access to that, so I had like insurance.
Yeah, yeah, because healthcare is yes, government runs some schemes for low-income families, but in India also you have to pay out of pocket because India does have a choice. If you want to go government facility, there is government facility which is big, but they also have private.
Okay, so just like my history, like my family, they were settlers, several generations ago, right? And when they came out here, they were given a chunk of land, kind of that if they cleared it, they were allowed to own it. And a lot of them died coming over here, the pioneer days, right? And it's like, now we see immigrants, and it seems like, now correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like the government's just giving them free housing and healthcare and education and stuff that Canadians don't even get. Like, is that true, first of all? Is that true? Do immigrants get more?
It's true.
It is true?
It is true. There are a lot of benefits given out, right, from our pockets, right? We are paying taxes, and, I've seen some people who are not working just because they're getting benefits from the government. How kind of management is that, right? We are working so hard for our paychecks, and some people don't even have to work.
I know.
How come this is a management issue, right?
Yeah.
There's clear gap.
So it's like, okay, you say we need immigration, right, for our economy, but then if it's actually costing us money to have these people here, then they're not actually, we don't need them. It's like, we're just bringing them in for what? To do what?
Exactly.
Like if you can't, like I could see, okay, a refugee fled a war will be nice, and we'll put you up in a hotel and stuff, okay, but like at some point we can't take anymore. That's just the reality of it. But then like immigrants, it's like you come here, you should be expected to get on your feet pretty quickly, which I think a lot of them do, right? Like, I think a lot of them do.
If they are, I don't mind refugees coming here.
Yeah.
Yes, they are escaping from life-threatening situations, right?
Yeah.
But at least the government should not facilitate with everything, right?
Right.
They have two hands just as us, right?
Yeah.
They should be working.
Right.
They should be paying taxes.
Right.
It's not just they are living on our money, right?
Our money.
So basically, that's
Yeah. See, now actually you sound like an Albertan, my friend. And here's what I mean. Albertan culture is like, get the government off my back, self-reliance, personal responsibility, pay less taxes, work hard, save your money. Like, it seems like people who come to Alberta, like you said, you bounced around Canada a bit, you landed here. It's probably because you have that same ethos, like you want to have your family, right? You know? But I feel like with independence, we can take control of our immigration and say, we're going to bring over people on a merit-based way, and we're not going to just let everybody come in. And hey, if you commit a crime, you're immediately deported, you know? Like there's...
Yeah, I agree with that. But, that's a more broader concept about independent Alberta.
Yeah.
I know the thing that we are paying a lot of the taxes to federal government.
Yeah.
In the return, we are not getting enough.
Okay.
I agree with that.
Okay.
But, getting out from Canada is not a solution. I mean, they have to come up with some agreement.
Okay.
Right? Anything. But I personally feel like Alberta should be independent from Canada.
You do? You think so? Yeah. Really? Wow. So you support independence. So you can vote. You're a Canadian.
Yeah, I can vote.
Yeah. So you're going to vote for independence. Maybe. I won't put you on the spot because your family and friends and your job. He's going to think about it. But I want to run one more thing by you before I go, okay? And this is kind of a hot button topic, so you can tell me to just get lost, okay? But I see a lot of stuff on the internet about Indian truck drivers crashing their trucks all the time. The accusation is they go to fake driving schools, they get fake licenses, they're sent behind the wheel, and they can't read or write or speak English, and they're crashing their trucks and killing people. Like, what's your response to that?
No, it's terrible. It's not true. I mean, it's
not
true,
Oh.
but it's not full truth, right? I mean, yes,
Okay.
I've seen that's again comes back to corruption.
Yeah.
There was this scheme running, LMIA scheme or something, where they brought immigrants, they didn't know anything, right? Where they pay and then they were giving licenses, right? I've heard about it. Right?
Yeah.
But that's very bad.
And to be fair, I've heard about Somalis doing that too. I've heard a couple of ethnic groups doing this.
Well, let's say any person, right?
Yeah,
Not
any
Indian,
person.
Somalian or Canadian, right? Any
Yeah.
person doing that, it's unacceptable. And again, it comes back to the government,
Yeah.
right? Like, how come they're allowed to run trucks if they're not qualified, right?
Yeah.
I know they're finding loopholes and then doing it, right? But I mean, there are no strict rules, right?
Yeah.
There should be strict rules against them. Like, if someone is doing something like that, there should be strict rules.
So like in Canada, it's illegal to hire people based off of race. I can't just be like, I'm only hiring white people, okay? But there's a lot of driving businesses that are like all East Indian or all Somalian or you name it, there's some ethnicity. And it's like obvious what's going on here. But if I say it, then I'm called a racist. And it's actually illegal in Canada to do that, but it's happening everywhere.
Yeah, but for you are saying that that's true. There are majority of Indian truck drivers. They're hardworking, right?
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of genuine people.
I'm sure there are.
And even they are not happy with the things which you said. And it is happening, right?
Well,
they want to work, they want to contribute, and they do everything legally. But some people comes and take shortcuts, do corruption, and then things happen, right? Which shouldn't be happening.
Well, and to be fair, like if one guy screws it up, then it ruins it for everybody because now everybody's being labeled like this. And I'm sure that there's a lot of good Indian truck drivers out there, right? And I'd be lying if I didn't drive a few times with not proper footwear. But like, okay, stereotypes are bad, but it's happening,
Yeah, if some accidents happen, if you see that it was an Indian truck driver, that becomes a stereotype. I mean,
it is.
They say like all Indian truck drivers are like that, but it's not true, right? It's only like 1 or 2%, I would say. Majority of them They're hardworking people.
Yeah.
It's not easy to drive a truck.
Yeah.
They're compromising family life. They're compromising a lot of stuff for.
So, you know, like my concern, like I want an independent republic, and I think that we can control our borders and we can sustain our culture and our values and keep our country going in a positive direction. And it's not a race thing. It's a cultural thing. We have a unique culture here. People come here should become like us.
Yeah. I cannot disagree.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is a free country. You know, people are allowed to do their things.
Yeah.
But, you know, we should also respect the Canadian culture.
Yeah.
We should try to become Canadian first.
Yeah.
If we are living here, right? And forget like conflicts back home.
Yeah.
Just if you're leaving your
forget it.
home, everything
Yeah.
leaves behind, right?
Yeah. Hey, well, thank you so much for the interview. I really appreciate it. Hey, have a great day. I really appreciate that. Yeah, my channel's called Talking to Albertans on YouTube. I'm just on YouTube and on X, but YouTube's my main thing.
Okay.
So
Okay.
enjoy the rest of your day. I really appreciate it. Take care. Have a good day. Oh, there's my wife right behind me. Okay, guys, so there's a lot for me to think about here. I like to make these videos kind of impromptu, you know, like this. And I've been live streaming the whole time. And so now I'm going to log in and I'm going to see I got 63 viewers and like hundreds of comments happening here. So I'm going to end this video, but in the future, when you see me live streaming, I'm most likely doing this. So you can kind of get a behind the scenes thing. Now I'm going to spend some time with my viewers who tuned in live and answer some of their comments. So thank you everybody for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Cheers.